Before I get started with my thoughts on this Raw, I just got a question that's out there. Is the prerequisite of getting the Ultimate Warrior award, do you have to be sick with a extreme illness or a detrimental disease in order to get this award? Now, I know everybody's going to be touchy about people who have cancer, and I'm not getting on that. I'm kind of okay now with Connor getting, well, I was always okay with Connor getting the Warrior Award. And I understand the Ultimate Warrior would be cool with that because he did touch a lot of people's hearts. Not only the wrestlers, but people behind the scenes. So I understand that. He was a very beautiful kid. He was a really great kid. And there's nothing against Connor. And I'm happy he got it. But why now? Why Joan? Like, seriously, I think it's Joan Lundgren. Why? Like, really? Why? It could have been anybody else. It's really going against what the Ultimate Warrior wanted that award to be. He wanted people behind the scenes to get this award. People who don't get credit for what they do every day. Without the editing crew, without the light crew, without the crew to set up the stage, it would be no show. And they should get credit for that. It shouldn't be some celebrity with cancer. It shouldn't be somebody with cancer. Like, you shouldn't have to be on your deathbed or dying, or people think you're going to die in order to get this award. I know it sounds harsh, but I'm being honest here. It's going against everything Warrior wanted this award to be. So why are you catering towards why are you catering towards the cancer crowd? And I know that sounds cruel, but I'm being honest. Why are you catering towards Susan G. Komen or the cancer crowd? And like I said before, nothing against those who have cancer, but this is not what the award was meant for. I really wish that the WWE will finally respect the wishes of Ultimate Warrior and actually decide to do the right thing and to adhere to his wishes and give it to somebody behind the scenes, because it's something that he would want, instead of catering and pandering to a different kind of crowd. I'm just saying. But other than that, guys, I got that out. Let's get started with this review. Guys, we have finally made it. We have finally made it to the go-home show of WrestleMania. WrestleMania is 6 days away, and I'm going to be honest, guys. They really did start the show off with a bang. Who would ever thought that we would actually see The Undertaker at the beginning of the show, as well as Shane McMahon? And Shane McMahon shows that he is serious, that he still got it. I didn't think that he was going to do like a flying elbow drop to the table and let that table break on Undertaker's chest. That means that this match with Hell in a Cell is going to be amazing, which actually leaves me with some concerns. Not for the fact that this match is going to be amazing. I have major concerns because they're still trying to push Roman Reigns and trying to make Roman Reigns legit to where people will care about him. And they've done that all night. The biggest problem that they kind of messed up on is the fact that they didn't really have Roman Reigns hold his own. Not to mention, he really hasn't been a part of the feud. He's actually been absent for a very long time, and Triple H has been trying to hold the feud up for all it's worth. And that's why he kept promoting Roman Reigns. He was promoting himself. He was over-promoting Roman Reigns and promoting himself a little bit. But it's to the point where it's not going to really change anybody's minds about him. They're still not going to like him. And honestly, the reason why Roman Reigns is just now becoming aggressive is because they're still trying to play out what happened. And I think that it was for either Extreme Rules or for, not Money in the Bank. For those that remember exactly when Roman Reigns snapped before he got the title on Raw, that pay-per-view beforehand, leave it in the comments because my brain just kind of left me for a second. But they're trying to play out what happened at that pay-per-view when Roman Reigns just snapped. He just kind of lost it. And I think it was the Rumble. I think it was the Royal Rumble. But They're trying to replay and rehash what happened then. The only problem is it was a perfect setup for him to get mad, and people liked it because he got mad. He was finally emotional for the first time ever, and we wanted to see that come out of him. So a lot of people really did like the fact that he was actually really aggressive because he had every reason to. I mean, these people screwed him time and time and time again. He was a ticking time bomb. He was ready to snap. The only problem is that Roman Reigns has been absent for a very long time for a broken nose that has been healed for a while, and then he comes out of nowhere beating the crap out of Triple H. Yeah, you've been absent out of the storyline for a very long time, and I'm really hoping that they are not going to make this the main event of WrestleMania, because if they do, it'll be to their detriment. I really believe it would be. They need to make it the Hell in a Cell match to be the main event, especially if it's going to be Taker's last ride. Just saying. But it seems that they're going to really make this match to be the main event. And I'm hoping that they don't. Because they're really overselling Roman Reigns as an aggressive dude. And that makes me feel like that's what they're going to do. I really feel like they're going to actually make this the main event, which makes me sad. But I also saw there was going to be changes to the kickoff. I honestly thought at first it was going to be Andre the Giant Battle Royal that was going to be part of the kickoff. But now I'm noticing that that's not going to be the case. That's actually going to be on the card. So we're going to have a match that was added. Well, actually it was talked about, but it really didn't have a name. We got Team Bad and Blondes. Team Bad and Blondes versus the Total Divas. And finding out that they had the balls to put Eva Marie in the group. Don't get me wrong. I am a true fan of the Red Army. I love me some Eva Marie. But she's the most hated chick on the planet. The most hated chick in wrestling, I guess you can probably say that. Nobody really likes Eva Marie except for a small few that don't get beat up for liking Eva Marie. But the fact that they added her, I'm like, whoa. I think everybody else was kind of shocked that they added her. I'm like, really? You gonna put her in this? But honestly, like I'm saying, you know, she's at WrestleMania. She knows she needs to look good. She is getting better with NXT. She knows how to sell a bump. She's starting to be a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more offensive in the ring. I really am rooting for her. I was shocked that they chose her, though. I never expected them to actually have the balls to do it because not a lot of people like her. But other than that, go for it. If you have the most hated heel ever and she knows she's a heel on NXT, be the most hated heel for Total Divas. Do it. Own it. I love it. Good job. Good choice. That's just me. But other than that, the entire show is just giving you a snippet on what you will pretty much see at WrestleMania. And I think that was a great idea. It really got your... literally, it just got you savoring for the WrestleMania matches. I mean, it gets you excited for it. I don't know about y'all, but I am excited about the Hell in a Cell match. And as for Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose... I laughed so hard when Dean just came out of nowhere with his red box of doom, his red wagon of doom, going around the steps collecting weapons and then leaving. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. The sheer 100% Dean Ambrose, like grade A Dean Ambrose. I loved it. That was amazing. But yeah, there were some things in there that made zero sense, especially when Ryback came in there and said, feed me more, feed me more, feed me more, and then left. I don't know. I mean, his match versus Kalisto is supposed to be a David versus Goliath style match. And we know that when it comes to David versus Goliath style matches, that's what the WWE salivates over. They love those type of matches. And seeing how the Ryback just said, feed me more, and then left. I'm like, okay, yeah, dude, what? But nobody really cares about Ryback either. Like, nobody cares about Social Outcasts, but they're still a thing. But I will say the funniest part of the night actually wasn't really funny. I will say this. Big E, don't get me wrong, the dude gives me the creeps when he does a shimmy shake. But I got mad respect for Big E because he got mad respect to Brooklyn. The fact, and even though I'm not from Brooklyn, I love me a Tribe Called Quest, and I had no idea that Fife passed away. But the fact that he gave some big ups to Fife, good job, man. It was classy. It was classy of the New Day. Seriously. It was very classy of them to literally just give a shout out to Fife. And honestly, that was great. I really thought, I thought that was amazing. You know, R.I.P. Fife. You know, seriously. Miss you, man. But honestly, on the real, that was really classy. That was a class act. I enjoyed that. I really did. But I'm really wondering whether or not they're going to actually make Booty-O's a thing and actually make it a cereal. Because that'd just be disgusting. Can you imagine how gross that cereal is going to smell? Especially if in the shape of a booty. Like, who can eat a booty? Never mind. I'm going to move on. That's just gross. But anyway, Triple H pretty much the entire night did everything in his power to hold this feud up. But it couldn't hold water. It really couldn't. And honestly, I don't really know what is going to be happening and how it's going to end up. But it seems like the Triple H is now becoming paranoid of Roman Reigns. This is the cerebral assassin. The fact that I saw, like, on the last week's Raw, and I fell asleep for last week's Raw, so I don't necessarily know, I didn't know that was going to happen. But seeing how that Roman Reigns literally intimidated Triple H, I find it hard to believe. But that's because Triple H is doing everything he can to put this guy over, and it's not going to work. But honestly, I don't know. I really don't think it's going to pan out if they have this in the main event. But moving on to the three divas that I love the most. Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte. I cannot wait to that triple threat, man, because I know that Sasha Banks is going to have the best entrance ever, and I cannot wait to see it. It's going to be amazing. Oh my gosh, she's going to be absolutely phenomenal. But having her out on ringside and then having her not so much interfere, I don't care. The fact that you know that this match is going to be amazing, I loved it. But guys, my overall thoughts is this. I didn't necessarily like the whole Triple H trying to promote Roman Reigns thing because nobody really freaking cares. But we had some great cameos. Shoot, we ended up seeing the Coach in a very long time, the Coach in WWE. And it was awesome. We had so many people that just showed up that they were talking about. And then we ended up finding out about, you know, the whole Warrior thing. But I'm not getting into that. I already got into that at the beginning. But guys, I really feel it's going to be an amazing show. The strange thing is, we didn't see The Rock. Are we going to see The Rock? Or are we going to wait till WrestleMania? My guess is that we're going to probably wait till WrestleMania. It's the freaking Rock. But guys, I want to hear your thoughts about this go-home show because in my opinion, this is probably one of the best WrestleMania go-home shows I have seen in a while. But I want to hear y'all's thoughts. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I am so happy and crunk about this WrestleMania. I think it's going to be great, and I cannot wait to see it. But guys, I want to hear your thoughts. Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out. Later.